Hey everyone, this is Rick. If you watch any of my videos, you probably heard me say dozens and dozens of times because it's a big pet peeve of mine. I'm very passionate about this. This is not a book of rules. And the reason it's not a book of rules because when you use it as such, you use it from worldly religion and you don't feed on it spiritually. Now, what is that difference? I'm going to focus on man's rules. I'm going to focus on human wisdom in this video as to why I keep saying that. And I'm going to read here from Colossians chapter 2, toward the end of the chapter, the last 4 verses of the chapter, starting with verse 20. And this is the New Living Translation. You have died with Christ, and he has set you free from the spiritual powers of this world. The spiritual powers, mind you. So why do you keep on following the rules of the world, such as don't handle, don't taste, don't touch? Well, those are written right down in the law. Moses gave it to the Israelites right from God. So why does he call them rules of the world? Because they are interpreted and they are enforced and they are accomplished by works, not faith. They ignore the heart of God and do it through human wisdom. That makes it rules of the world. Such rules, it says in verse 22, are mere human teachings about things that deteriorate as we use them. And this last verse is the key. These rules may seem wise because they require strong devotion, pious self-denial, and severe bodily discipline. You have the urge to do something of your desire, but you know that God does not want you to do it. You don't do it. It is hard. And you use all of your willpower to not do it. Say you see a beautiful woman, but you love your wife. You're not going to go through. You may have been like that in the past, but since you became a Christian, by golly, you're going to be faithful. But you know what? Jesus said, if you lust after her, you're still committing adultery, even if you don't follow through. It seems like strict devotion and severe bodily discipline, but it does nothing to squelch the personal evil desires of the world that is in your heart. When you follow this as a rule book, you do nothing to cleanse your heart. You do nothing to draw close to Christ. You use your own efforts and your own works, and you still have that inner struggle, that inner torment of your desires versus the rules you are trying to follow. And when you succeed in following them, people say, oh, what a upright, standard person, who walks with God. He's doing the right things. Well, they don't see your heart. God does. And it ends by they provide no help in conquering a person's evil desires. Yeah, I already read that. I'm sorry. And that, in a sense, is why works do you no good. If there's no spiritual cleansing behind it, if there's no closeness with Christ in that, if you don't use this for spiritual food to draw close to him so that you can live out his desires and not even have that desire for other women, not have that desire to gamble, not have that desire to drink, not have that desire to steal or lie or do anything. If that desire isn't in you, you're not going to do it. You cannot do it and still have that desire in you. That's works. That's not faith. That is not spiritual cleansing. That is why walking in the Spirit is much more important than walking by the rules. Until next time, God bless.